Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I'm going to be doing a head shave. I've got about, I think 5 days growth, not 100% sure. But I'm going to be using a couple of new products which I picked up on a mail call, which you've probably already watched. Murano Glass 28mm synthetic. Now, did a test lather with it, and with a face lather, and unfortunately this is set far too low. Now the glue bump is right there, I can feel the glue bump there, so I don't know what knot he's used. It's not the best knot in my opinion. I'm hoping it'll be fine for a head shave, but for a face shave you can't, it's a nightmare to spray and the lather goes everywhere. Beautiful handle, not the best choice of knot in my opinion. This needed to be a higher loft, probably softer tips, probably just a better quality knot if I'm honest. It's densely packed, it does feel reasonably soft, but it's got the backbone in it's just phenomenal. So see how it goes with the head shave. Now I'm going to use the soap, which was also sent to me from Eric. I won that in a raffle. This one here, which is Lakewood soap company Honeysuckle Hollow, which to me smells like a neroli scented soap. It's just a spitting image in my mind, and from what I remember, OSP neroli shaving soap. It smells lovely. So I am going to dip the brush in the water. And it is a beautiful brush, it really is nice. I'm not a fan of orange, but when I seen it I had to grab it. Oh, sorry, put a couple of slots on the raffle. But it's really nice, got a lot of weight to it. I'm just interested to see how it goes with the head shave. So, very small tub, but we should be able to get in and get a good load out of it, I would think. Now I'm going to be using the 6C again from Rockwell. I'm going to be using the same feather blade that I used in my face shave yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And then I'm going to finish off with my touch-ups. I'm just going to use the head blade and just see what that combination, how that works if I take all the heavy growth down with the 6C and then use the head blade to finish off. Just see how that works. All I'm doing now is just dipping the tips of the brush into the water, back in the soap, dip the tips back into the soap. So as you can see, now that probably doesn't look like much, but it's so stiff it doesn't take a lot to actually get going. Now I did test lather this one with the brush, and I can tell you now this is super slick soap. Right, so here we go. You can see straight away that feels better on my head, straight away. So it might just be that this one is going to be a head lathering brush, which is fine. It might break in a little bit with use. If I'm honest, it does make me think it's probably the reason why Eric got rid of the brush. I'm not saying it was. He might have liked the loft and just needed to get rid of some stuff. But for me, personally, I think most people would struggle with this loft for face shaves. Maybe alright for bowl lathering and then painting on, but for actual face lathering it's just too stiff. Very, very scritchy and scratchy because you have to really push it onto your face to get any sort of splay happening so that you can actually put the lather up. Right, so that's it painted on. Just dip the tips. And all I'm doing is just painting, painting too much water in. Just painting some water into the lather until it goes a sort of, you can see how it's going clear. Like a, looks like PVA glue water mix. That's all I'm looking for. And then what should happen is when I spray, you should see straight away it starts building a lather. Like that. I'll just dip the tips again. It's actually working very, very nice on my head. So I'm hoping once it breaks in a bit, which it will do, it will get softer, the spray will come easy. It's just too short a loft. It's a very similar loft to what I've got in my 24mm. But the knot's not as nice. This isn't a real AP Shave Co tuxedo knot. This is more of a tuxedo style knot. But it doesn't quite cut the mustard in my opinion, it's not as good. Which is a shame because the handle, looks incredible. Well, you can probably see the shine on that though. The soap's excellent. Looking forward to using it with I don't like to say it, but with a better knot or a better brush. This brush is doing alright. I might have a look at getting this one re-knotted already, even though I've literally just picked up today. But we'll see how it goes. It might end up surprising me. Rockwell 6C. Setting 5, which you might be able to see. Feather blade, second use. Well, it's been used once for a face shave, this was the first use on the head shave. On 5 days of head growth. You can probably see there, there's nothing, pretty much nothing there now. This soap is slick, it's protective. I can only imagine with a bit of knot, bit of brush, I'll be able to whip up an amazing lather with it as well, because it does lather lovely. And the blade to me feels like it's pretty much on its way out. It's not very smooth. It's not cutting very efficiently, if I'm honest. Feather blades are a strange one for me. Excellent blades. I just find when you do one full head shave or one full face shave, they're pretty much done for me. I mean, that's thick stuff, that. The shine is lovely. And it's slick, really slick. I've never heard of them before. This is the first time I've used one. Lakeside Soaps, Lakeside, sorry I don't want to get this wrong. Lakewood Soap Company. Now I do have a card as well with a name on it, the artisan. But I stuck it in the box that the razor came in, and I've put that in my drawer, so I do apologise if the owner does watch this. Now the scent, it's not my thing at all. I'm not a fan of floral scents like this. This is full on floral. But you know what, sometimes performance, in my opinion, especially on a head shave, outweighs scent. Right, so let's get lathered up again. Nero Ardesia is the name of the artisan that made the brush. Now, I don't know whether this loft was specifically set by, I don't know whether Eric was the one that bought this brush and maybe had it made for him, or it was just one that gets made and then you sort of purchase it from whenever he lists it. But if he's putting all his brushes at this loft, I can tell you right now I'd never buy one. I'm not upset. This brush cost me $20 US. So if you buy them brand new, I think they're over 100 US. So you can't complain with it. It's still a great price for a great brush. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to put this on a little bit thinner, because I'm going to switch over to this right now, just try it, see how it feels. So this is the head blade. I've used this once, never used it since. This will be the second use on the cartridge, and let's just see how it feels. And it feels great. Slickness on the soap's really helping. You need the slickness with this razor, you really do. Like I said, this is more of an experiment really, just to see how it works. If I take off heavy growth with a DE and do my polishing up with the cartridge. Which in my opinion, this cartridge is exceptional. It's far superior to any cartridge I've used before. Now the CEO, founder, owner, everything of Headblade, Todd Green, has told me to give it a bash on my left hand. Now he watched my video and he said I did it all with the right hand, which I did, so I'm going to give it a go, see how it feels. He reckons that it feels very natural and that you can just switch hands quite comfortably. And I would have to say that you can. It's rinsing out really well. Slickness on the soap's incredible. It's as good as the head slick. This is really slick soap. Like I say, if you haven't tried Lakewood shaving soaps, give them a go. It's definitely something I love with the head blade. Even though it's a cartridge, you can go over the same areas over and over and over again to get that super BBS without any real irritation, any real problems, nothing at all. Right, let's switch back to the left hand. I'm just going to touch this one up with my right hand yet.
No guns. Don't do it.
Is it quicker than DE? I would say it sort of is in a sense, and it can only get quicker the more you do it, but it's definitely closer, and it pains me to say it, but it is. And I'm closer without any real risk of irritation, cuts, nicks, nothing. Now, I did recommend this quite highly to a friend, Sean Kent, from he's on most of the forums now on Facebook. So he grabbed one, used it, and apparently cut himself quite bad. So I was pretty upset that I recommended something that did that. Yeah, this knot's far too short lofted. I'm just trying to get a little bit of soap on. I'm not looking for a big lather or anything, I'm just looking for a bit of slickness. Again, just to finish off. I mean, that's slick stuff. To say I've added a lot of water in there now. That's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a big thick lather for my final sort of touch-up pass. I mean, you get a BBS shave with this, in my opinion, which is superior to what you can get with a DE razor, no doubt about it. And as you can see, you can use it left-handed, right-handed, whether you're ambidextrous or not, it's comfortable. It doesn't feel out of place in my left hand at all. It really is a superior shave. And look, it doesn't pain me to say it, but it does in a sense because it's a more expensive way of shaving your head, there's no doubt about it. Well, for people that own. What you want?
Can I have a shower?
Yeah, well, you better go and use your shower then. No, the shower, you need to wait. Give me 2 minutes. Just one last little touch up here. I mean, that is... I mean, you always find a little bit here and there. I honestly believe once I get the knack with this thing that I will be able to cut my shaving down to sort of 10 minutes for a head shave. Which I'm going to show you won't be as enjoyable as a DE shave. But you can't get that close, you just can't, it's impossible. Right, so we shall go with Lilac Humphreys. And then I can rinse the soap out. The soap was exceptional. I'm really, really impressed with the soap. The scent does nothing for me, it's not mine. It really is an neroli scent, honeysuckle hollow. I don't know whether honeysuckle smells like neroli or what, I really don't. But that's the label there. Lakewood Soap Company, excellent soaps. Really, really impressed. Even been able to create a lather like that. With such a, actually, do you know what, I've just realised I haven't. I haven't tidied up yet. Spin it. And that's the strange thing with that one blade, the head blade, sorry. There's no hair there at all, so the DE is just gliding over my skin. There's nothing there for it to cut now, it's just smooth. A little bit there. There is just a little bit just there. It says beautiful. Right, I shall finish off with a bit of Pacific Rush from Barbasol. What a shave. I mean, I'm up at 25 minutes again. That was using the DE as well, which does take more time, but when you've got 5 days growth, that's not going to cut it. It's just not going to do the business in my opinion. It is built mainly for, I would say, every day and every 2 day shaves. But so far I've had 2 shaves out of it. It's super smooth, super comfortable, no irritation. It's just an excellent little razor. Right, let me just rinse this brush out while the Humphreys are still drying in a little bit. Well, not Humphreys, the Barbasol. The brush looks beautiful, looks lovely with the knot in it as well. But unfortunately, the loft on the knot is just terrible. I mean, this might do someone that's really into scrubbing the skin off the face. I mean, the knot looks a reasonable loft. I'm not sure what it is, but I mean, there's no, the knot, the actual glue bump is here, so you can't even push any further than that. Until you get to about there, you can push it a little bit further, but the backbone's just phenomenal. I'm hoping it'll break in a bit, and I can only imagine that's why Eric got rid of the brush in the first place, because the handle's beautiful. It really is a work of art. It's got a lot of weight to it, and it does feel nice on the face for painting, but it's just got no... There we go. So you really need to smash that on. And to say it's a 28mm, I would expect a 28mm knot to have much bigger splay than that, or at least be softer that you can actually splay it. That isn't as good, anywhere near as good as a 24mm tuxedo knot from AP Shave Co. It really isn't. This is one super dense knot. It's got all the attributes, it's got soft tips. It's just a crap loft, it really is. But beautiful brush. So we'll see how it goes. I might just get it re-knotted. So we've already looked at Razor Rock, Rockwell 6C. Beautiful razor, really is, super smooth. That feather blade's done. There's nothing left to give in that feather blade, that'll be going in the bin straight after the shave. And then we finished off with the head blade, which was outstanding again. Really impressed with this little thing, I really am. If you shave your head, I would have to say buy one. Not just for just regular shaves, but if you ever just want a quick shave, or you work every day, you just want to give it a quick, you know, if I was off camera I could shave my whole head with this, I reckon probably 5 minutes. Easily, really quickly, without talking shit as I am now. But yeah, I mean, that's BBS. Super BBS. Way more BBS for some reason than what I got from a DE razor. So, it is what it is. Humphreys Lilac to go with the Neroli scented soap. And finishing off with Barbasol Pacific Rush. Mine's not with it at the moment. Anyway guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did enjoy it. I've got football tonight, I'm looking forward to it. Give me a bit of aerodynamics now that I've got no hair on my head. I'm looking forward to it now. So thanks again. Stay safe, drive safe. Don't drink and drive. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.